Hello students, this is grade 10 physics class, chapter 12, electricity. In previous video class, we have seen what is electric current. Am I right? Exactly, we have seen what is electric current, an SI unit of electric current, then what is 1 ampere and so many things, isn't it? Yes. In this session, we will start a next topic. What is that? Next topic. In order to start a next topic, we must recall what are the things we have seen in previous video class. Is it clear? Yes. So in previous video class, we have seen what is that? What is electric current? What is electric current? So what is electric current, sir? You tell me. What is electric current? Electric current means nothing but the amount of charges flowing through in a particular area of cross section of a conductor in unit second, okay, which means in unit time. That is called electric current. So how much amount of electric charges flowing through a particular area of cross section of a conductor in unit time, which means per second, that is called electric current. That is called electric current, or otherwise we can say the rate of flow of charges, that is called electric current. Okay, the word rate, which means per second. Per second, how much amount of electric charges? Here, what is electric charge? Which means electrons flowing through a particular area of cross section of a conductor, that is called electric current. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So what makes this electric current, sir? You tell me, what makes the electric current? That is potential difference. That is potential difference. Generally we say that is voltage. The voltage produced by, it may be a cell, a battery, or any other power generators. So what causes electric current? Potential difference causes electric current in conducting wire or metallic wires. Is it clear? Yes, that's all. Then next, after that we have seen the SI unit of current, electric current. What is that? That is ampere. The SI unit of electric current is ampere, that is denoted by the letter capital A. What is that? Capital A. Is it clear? Yes. So ampere is the biggest unit. So most of the times we will use in numerically microampere and milliampere. So 1 microampere, which is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere. Isn't it? Yes. Then 1 milliampere, which is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 ampere. Okay. Yes. So next question rising here. So what is 1 ampere, sir? Define 1 ampere. So already we know current, which is equal to, what is that? Charge divided by time. Charge divided by time. Am I right? Yes. So which means I, that is equal to Q by T. That is a formula for current, electric current. So I, what is I? Current. Q, charge. T, that is seconds, which means time. Isn't it? Yes. So look at here. So I SI unit, which means current SI unit, ampere. So ampere, which is equal to coulomb divided by second. Coulomb divided by second. Is it clear? So 1 ampere, note this point. So 1 ampere, which is equal to 1 coulomb of charge divided by 1 second. 1 second. So what is the definition for the word 1 ampere? Word 1 ampere. So when 1 coulomb of electric charges flowing through a particular area of conductor in 1 second, that is called 1 ampere current. That is called 1 ampere current. Okay, note this point. When 1 coulomb of charge flows through a particular area of cross section of a conductor in 1 second, then the current value is said to be 1 ampere. The current value is 1 ampere. Suppose 2 coulomb of charges flowing through a particular area of a conductor in 1 second. What is the current value? That is 2 ampere. That is 2 ampere. Is it clear? Suppose the 5 coulomb of charges flowing through a particular area of a conductor, cross section of a conductor in 1 second. What is the current value here? That is 5 ampere. That is 5 ampere. That's all. So 1 ampere is defined as, so when 1 coulomb of electric charges flows through a particular area of cross section of a conductor in 1 second, then the current value is said to be 1 ampere. 1 ampere. Is it clear? Yes, that's all. Okay, yes. So till now we have seen up to this. Okay, yes. So in this session we will start with numericals, which is based on electric current. So we will solve one or two sums which is based on the electric current, how to calculate the electric current. Is it clear? Yes. So let's get started. First numerical. Okay, please note on your classwork note. I'll rub that, the chapter number and the title, because I don't have space. The first numerical which is based on electric current, please note down in your classwork note. Okay, yes, first numerical. An electric bulb draws a current of 0.25 ampere. How much? 0.25 ampere for 20 minutes. Okay, yes. Calculate the amount of electric charge. Calculate the amount of electric charge that flows through a circuit. Okay, that is a question. Look at here. The first question is based on electric current formula. Okay, an electric bulb draws a current of how much current rate? 0.25 ampere. Okay, because ampere is a unit of current. Yes, for 20 minutes. Time how much? T value, which is equal to 20 minutes. Okay, yes. Then calculate the amount of electric charge. Note this point. Calculate the amount of electric charge that flows through a circuit. So this is the first numerical. Okay, yes. Let's get started with solution. So here, what quantity we need to calculate? Electric charge. So we know the current value and time value, isn't it? Yes. So we need to calculate the electric charge quantity. Okay, yes. So already we know electric current, which means electric current which is equal to, what is that? Yes, charge divided by time. Which means I, which is equal to Q, capital Q divided by T. So this is current formula. So what are the quantities we know? You write first of all I value, which means the current value 0.25 ampere. So I, which is equal to 0.25 ampere. Isn't it? Yes. Next, time value has given. Yes, time value is given. So T, which is equal to how much? 20 minutes. Is it clear? Yes. Then what quantity we need to calculate? Q value. Q, which is equal to how much? We need to calculate that. Isn't it? Yes. Look at here. See, already we know the current SI unit is ampere. Yes, ampere is there. But what is the time SI unit? Time SI unit is seconds. Am I right or wrong? Time SI unit is seconds. But here the time value has given in minutes. Am I right or wrong? Yes, in minutes. So we need to change into seconds. Am I right or wrong? Yes, obviously we need to change the minutes into seconds. Is that clear? Yes. So which is equal to 20 minutes into 1 minute, which is equal to how many seconds? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Am I right? Yes. So 60 seconds. So 20 into 60 seconds, which is equal to how many seconds for 20 minutes? Is it clear? Yes. So it is equal to how much? 60 into 20. 60 into 20, how much? 0, 0 and 0, and 6 into 2, 12. So it is equal to 1200 seconds. So 20 minutes, which is equal to 1200 seconds. 1200 seconds. Is it clear? Yes. Now substitute these all values, we can get the electric charge value. Okay, yes. So I, which is equal to Q by T, already we know. So I value how much? 0.25 ampere. So 0.25 ampere equal to Q value we need to calculate. So let it be Q, which is divided by, and T value 1200 seconds. 1200 seconds. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So when this term come this side, this denominator changes into, which means this division changes into multiplication. Am I right? Yes. So we can get 0.25 into 10, 1200, which is equal to Q. Look at here. So when this term come this side, this division changes into multiplication. So we can get 0.25 into 1200 seconds. Okay, no need to mention the unit here. Okay, we can mention only finally. So Q is equal to this one. So what is the Q value? The Q value will be, what is that? Yes. Further you multiple. So 25 into 12. 25 into 12, which is equal to how much? So 10, remaining 1, 4, 5. Then 5, then here 2. So 0, 5 plus 5, 10, 0, remaining 1, 3. So which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 30,000. So there is dot after 2 digit. So cancel 2 digit. So we can get how much? 300. What is the unit of Q? Q is charge. Okay, charge value will be, unit will be Coulomb. Charge unit is Coulomb. So finally, how much amount of electric charges flows through the circuit? 300 coulombs. How much? 300 coulombs amount of charges flowing through a conductor. That's all. This is one of the numerical. So what is the meaning, sir, here? What is the meaning? Look at here. So when 0.25 ampere current flows through the conductor for 20 minutes, look at here, for 20 minutes, 300 coulombs amount of electric charges flows through the circuit. What is that meaning? 300 coulombs amount of electric charges flows through the circuit when current applied, as well as the time for 20 seconds. For the time 20 seconds, that is a concept. This is how you need to make numericals. Is it clear? Yes. So this is one type of numerical. Next one numerical I'll solve. So note in your classwork note. The second numerical, listen here. Second numerical, how many electrons are flowing? How many electrons are flowing per second? Note this point, per second. Past a point in a circuit in which there is a current of 4 ampere. A current of 4 ampere. Okay, so look at here, this second one numerical. What is the question? You read out the question. How many electrons are flowing per second? Time value how much? Per second, which means 1 second. Past a point in a circuit in which there is a current of 4 ampere. There is a current of 4 ampere. Okay, so let's get started with solution. Here what quantity we need to calculate? That is electric charge. Am I right? How many electrons which is flowing through a circuit? Am I right? Yes. So already we know current which is equal to charge divided by time. Current which is equal to charge divided by time, which means I which is equal to Q by T. Isn't it? Yes. So first of all you write the what are the values you know. So time value we know, then the current value we know. Am I right? Yes. So I which is equal to how much? I value 4 ampere. Current value how much? 4 ampere. Then time value T which is equal to 1 second. Only 1 second. Okay, yes. Then what quantity we need to calculate? How many electrons? What is electron? That is a charge. Am I right? Yes. Q value we need to calculate. We need to calculate Q value, electric charge. How much amount of electrons which is flowing when the 4 ampere current is applied for 1 second. For 1 second. Isn't it? Yes. You find out that. You find out. So already we know I which is equal to Q by T. So what is the I value, sir? I value we know 4 ampere. I value 4 ampere which is equal to Q. Let it be, because we need to calculate Q. Then time 1 second. 1 second, isn't it? Yes. So when this time 1 second come this side, this division changes into multiplication. So we can get 4 into 1 which is equal to Q. So Q value will be how much? 4 coulomb. So that's all. Q that is equal to 4 coulomb. So what is it meaning, sir? What is it meaning? Look at here. When 4 ampere current is applied through an electric circuit for 1 second, how much amount of charges flowing? The 4 coulomb amount of charges flowing through a particular area of cross section. That is the meaning. That is the meaning for this question. So that's all. Okay, yes. So this is how you need to make numericals. Okay, it's just a beginning. Just a beginning. Okay, so very easy. Don't get confusion. Okay, yes. So that's all. So in worksheet I'll give so many numericals. So in worksheet I'll give lots of numericals. Please kindly follow that. Okay, yes. So next we'll start the next topic. What is that? Next topic. Is it clear? Yes. What is next topic, sir? What is next topic? That is direction of electric current. Direction of electric current. So direction of electric current. So next topic, the direction of electric current. What is the direction of electric current? Is it clear? Yes. So already you know what is electric current. What is electric current? The amount of charges flowing through a particular area of conductor in unit time, which means per second. That is called electric current. That is called electric current. Simply we say the flow of electrons. Am I right? The flow of electrons are called, what is that? Electric current. Isn't it? Yes. So what makes, know this point? So what makes the electric current? What makes the electric current? The potential difference makes the electric current, which means the potential difference makes the flow of electrons. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here. So next to one is the direction of electric current. What is the direction of electric current? Is it clear? Yes. So already we know the flow of electrons is called current. The flow of electrons is called current. So the direction of electric current should be the direction of electrons flowing. Am I right or wrong? Okay, note this point. Okay, please try to understand my concept. See, already we know what is electric current. What is electric current? The flow of electrons is called electric current. The flow of electrons is called electric current. Is it clear? Yes. So the direction of electric current should be the direction of flow of electrons. Am I right? Obviously the direction of flow of electrons. Am I right or wrong? Yes. But in reality, the flow of electric current is opposite to the flow of electron direction. Okay, note this point. In reality, the direction of electric current. The direction of electric current is opposite to the direction of electrons flowing, the direction of electrons movement. Do you think that is possible? Yes, of course that is possible. Okay, of course that is possible. So how it is possible, sir? Okay, let's get started with the example. Okay, yes, look at here. Consider the conductor. Consider the conductor, any conductor, conducting wire. Okay, yes. So it's a conductor. So it may be a copper wire or whatever it is. That should be a conductor. Okay, that should be a conductor. Okay, so the conductor has two ends. This is first end, that is second end. Okay, it says connect the two ends of the conductors along with potential difference. Okay, potential difference, which means battery cells or whatever it is. Okay, yes, like this. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Okay, so the conductor. So what is this? This is a battery. The battery produces potential difference, which means voltage. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. So this is one end of the conductor and this is another end of the conductor. Okay, yes. So in conductor, so many free electrons will be there. So many free electrons will be there. Yes, like this. So many millions and trillions of free electrons will be there. Will be there. Isn't it? Yes. Look at here. First, consider a conductor. I have taken a copper wire. The copper wire has a two end. The first end, that is second end. We connect the two end of the copper wire, which means conductors, along with a battery. Along with the battery, which means potential difference. Is it? Yes. The positive terminal of this battery is connected with one end of the conductor, and negative terminal of the battery is connected with another one end of the conductor. Is it clear? Yes. So in conductor, so many free electrons will be there. So many free electrons will be there. Isn't it? Yes. Look at here. So this positive terminal, note this point. This positive terminal of the battery generates high potential. Am I right? Yes, this is high. I'll write here high potential. High potential. Okay, so look at here. This positive terminal of the cells connected with one end of the conductor. So this is positive. Am I right? This is positive charge. Consider that is positive charge as well as it produces high potential. Isn't it? Yes. Next one, this negative terminal of the cell is connected with another one end of the conductor. So this is considered as negative charge. Am I right? Yes, this is negative charge. It creates as well as low potential. Low potential is negative. Negative terminal. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Before connected with the battery, in conductor the free electrons are moving randomly here and there. When the voltage, which means battery, so when the battery is connected with the two ends of the conductors, what will happen? The all free electron should go, which means should flow in a particular direction, that is current. Okay, the all free electron should flow in a particular direction, only one direction, that is considered as current. Already we know very well, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. See, this electron, what is the electron charge? What is the electron charge? Electron charge is negative. Electron charge is negative. That is the reason why I have mentioned like a minus symbol. Okay, yes. So this electron has negative charge. Now this point, electron has negative charge, isn't it? Yes. So when the potential difference applies across the two ends of the conductor, the electrons will start flowing. Actually, so what direction, sir? That is very big question. What direction? In which directions the electrons will flow? Look at here. The electron charge is negative. Isn't it? Yes. So this battery negative terminal is connected with one end of the conductor. In this end, one end of the conductor, isn't it? Yes. So this negative terminal charge is negative. This is negative. Am I right? Yes. So this terminal charge is negative. Electron charge also negative. Note this point, very important. Electron charge also negative. So the like charges repel each other. Am I right or wrong? Yes, the like charges repel each other because so one end of the conductor is connected with a negative terminal, so this is negative. Then electron charge also negative, so the like charges repel each other. Know this point? Like charges repel each other, isn't it? Yes. Now come to this one. So the other end of the conductor is connected with positive terminal of the battery. Alright, positive terminal of the battery. So this is positive. This is positive terminal, but look at here, the electron charge is negative. The electron charge is negative. So this end is positive. This end is battery is positive and the electron charge is negative. So unlike charges are there. So here positive charge is there and negative charge is there. Electron is a negative charge. So the two unlike charges attract each other. Already we know very well. Am I right? The unlike charges always attract each other. So due to which, note this point, due to which electron will start flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. What is that? Negative terminal to positive terminal, because negative electron charge is negative as well as this terminal this terminal charge is negative. Am I right? Yes. So negative and negative charge, what is that? Repel each other, due to which electron starts flowing from negative to positive. Because the electron charge is negative, it goes towards the positive. Okay, positive here. So what is the direction of electron? I'll write here. What is the direction of electron flowing? This direction. Electron flowing from a negative terminal to positive terminal. Note this point. Electrons are flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. So this is the direction of electrons flowing. So electrons are flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. Okay, yes. So already we know the flow of electrons is called current. Am I right? The flow of electrons is called current. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So if the electrons go from negative terminal to positive terminal, that should be the direction of current. Am I right or wrong? That should be the direction of current. Obviously that should be the direction of current, but in reality the direction of electric current is opposite to the direction of these electrons flowing, which means the direction of the current is, electric current is positive terminal to negative terminal. What is that? Positive terminal to negative terminal, which means like this direction. So this is direction of electric current. Direction of electric current. So why, so you may ask me, so why is this much of controversy? Why? Because electrons are flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. Am I right? Negative terminal to positive terminal. So already we know the flow of electrons is called current. But why, if electrons go from negative terminal to positive terminal, current goes positive terminal to negative terminal? Actually, what's happening there? Why this much of controversy? Why? Because note this point. Okay, so this is called conventional current direction. What is that? Conventional current direction. So why this much of controversy, this much of confusion, sir? Why? Because look at there. So when current was invented, scientists, note this point, scientists thought that the flow of protons only is called current. What is that? The flow of protons only is called current. Okay, because in olden days the scientists thought that an atom contains only one particle, that is proton. The flow of proton is called current. What is that? The flow of proton is called current. Is it clear? Who thought that? The scientists thought that in olden days, okay, in the era of 18th century and 18th century and 19th century, scientists thought that. Okay, yes, the scientists thought the flow of protons only is called current. So the scientists formed so many laws so many laws, electric circuit and theories, which is all based on the flow of protons. It is all based on the flow of protons, isn't it? Yes. Then after many years, note this point, after many years, the scientists proved the flow of electrons only is called current, not a flow of protons. Is it clear? After many years, the scientists proved the flow of proton only is called current. Okay, it's not a flow of protons. The flow of electrons only is called current. Okay, but still now, so we have been following the flow of the current direction is positive terminal to negative terminal. The positive terminal to negative terminal. So when the current was invented, the electric charge, which means proton were not known. The proton were not known. The scientists thought that the only flow of proton is called current. Okay, look at here. The protons invented in the year of 1886. Proton, note this point, proton invented in the year of 1886, whereas electron invented in the year of 1897. How much? What is the year? 1897. Okay, yes. So approximately after 10 years, which means after 10 years invention of this proton, electron was invented. Approximately that is 10 years. That is the reason why this much of controversy. The scientists thought that the flow of protons only is called current. That is the reason why they made all the laws, all the theories and all the circuit which is based on the flow of protons. That is the reason why the flow of the current direction is considered as a positive terminal to negative terminal. But actually, in reality, electrons moves from negative terminal to positive terminal. Okay, but in scientifically, they mention the flow of electric current is positive terminal to negative terminal. Okay, that is the reason why it is called a conventional current. Okay, it is called conventional current. Okay, but this one is the electronic current. That is no need for you. Okay, so what is this reason, sir? Why the current direction is opposite to the electrons flowing direction? Why? Because so when the current was invented, scientists thought that the flow of positive charge, which means the flow of protons only is called current. Okay, they formed the lots of theories, then documents, then the circuit, then and laws and so many things which is based on the flow of protons. If we change that document, look at here, if we change this electron flow, which means current direction, we should change all theories in electronics. Because the scientists prepared, they formed all laws, documents which is based on only the flow of protons. Still we have been following that. Since 18th century we have been following that. Okay, because they made all documents like that. Is it clear? Yes. So the proton is invented in the year of 1886, whereas the electron is invented in the year of 1897. So around 10 years after the invention of proton, electron was invented. That is the reason why this much of controversy. Okay, so when the current was invented, the scientists not known about the electrons. Okay, they thought an atom contains only one charge, that is positive charge. The flow of positive charge is only current. Okay, so that is the reason why this much of controversy. Is that clear? Yes, that's all. Okay, yes. So what is the conclusion here? The electric current direction is always opposite to the electrons flowing direction. Okay, which means flow of electrons, that is direction of current. So the direction of current is positive to negative, whereas the electrons flowing direction is negative to positive. Is it clear? That's very easy. Okay, shall I explain Tamil? Yes, I'll explain Tamil. Look at here. இங்கே எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் எந்த டைரக்ஷனில் மூவ் ஆகுது? எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் நெகட்டிவ் டெர்மினல் இருந்து பாசிட்டிவ் டெர்மினலுக்கு மூவ் ஆகுது. ஓகேவா? ஆல்ரெடி நமக்கு தெரியும் தி ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் இஸ் கால்டு கரண்ட். எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் எந்த டைரக்ஷனில் போகுதோ அதான் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? கரண்டோட டைரக்ஷன் நம்ம சொல்கிறோம். பிகாஸ் ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான் இஸ் கால்டு கரண்ட். ஆமாவா? பட் இன் ரியாலிட்டியில் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் வந்து பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ் போச்சுன்னா கரண்ட் எப்படி போகும்னா, சரி, எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் நெகட்டிவ்லேருந்து பாசிட்டிவ் போச்சுன்னா கரண்ட் வந்து பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ்க்கு போகும். கரண்ட் எங்கேருந்து போகும்? பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ்க்கு போகும். ஒய் சார், ஏன் இப்படி போகுது? பிகாஸ் ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்டு. ஸோ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் வந்து இந்த டைரக்ஷனில் போனால் கரண்ட்டும் இந்த டைரக்ஷனில் தானே போகணும். ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷன் சார் அப்படின்னா, நல்லா கவனிச்சுக்கோ. ஓல்டன் டேஸில், ஓகே, அந்த காலத்தில், அதாவது கரண்ட்டை கண்டுபிடிச்ச அந்த ரீசன்ட் டைமில் சயின்டிஸ்ட்லாம் என்ன நினச்சாங்கன்னா, ஆட்டத்தில் ஒரே ஒரு பார்ட்டிகல் தான் இருக்குது, அதுவும் புரோட்டான் தான். ஓகேவா? அந்த புரோட்டானுக்கு பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ்னு ஒன்று மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது. இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் புரோட்டான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்டுன்னு அவங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. ஓகே, அவங்க நினச்சது என்னென்னா, இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் புரோட்டான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்டாக வந்து ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுது. புரியுதா? ஸோ இந்த கரண்ட், இந்த புரோட்டான் எங்கே போகுதுன்னா பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ் போகுது. ஓகே, எங்கே போகுது? இந்த புரோட்டான்ஸ்னால் பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் நெகட்டிவ் போகுதுன்னு அவங்க ஆல்ரெடி கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. யார்? சயின்டிஸ்ட். இந்த செஞ்சுரி ஆஃப் 17th செஞ்சுரி அந்த 18th செஞ்சுரியில் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஓகேவா? எஸ். ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் ரொம்ப நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய ரிசர்ச்சுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் சயின்டிஸ்ட் என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்கன்னா, இல்லை, ஆட்டமில் புரோட்டான் மட்டும் கிடையாது, எலக்ட்ரான்னு ஒரு பார்ட்டிக்கல் இருக்குது. இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்டு அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க? இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்டு அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. ஓகேவா? எஸ். இந்த எலக்ட்ரானை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா சயின்டிஸ்ட்டு இந்த டைரக்ஷன், அதாவது ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் புரோட்டானை வச்சு எல்லா லாஸும் எழுதிட்டாங்க, சர்க்கியூட்லாம் எழுதிட்டாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே ரெடி பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்டை மாற்றணும் அப்படின்னா, நோட்ஸ்ப்பா, இந்த லாஸு, டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ், தியரிஸ்லாம் மாற்றணும் அப்படின்னா என்டையர் எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ் கான்செப்டையே மாற்றுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க? என்டையர் எலக்ட்ரானிக் கான்செப்ட் எல்லாமே மாற்றுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதனால் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க சயின்டிஸ்ட்? அதை அப்படியே விட்டுட்டாங்க. ஓகே, அது என்ன பண்ணாங்க? அது அப்புறம் அப்படியே விட்டுட்டாங்க. ஸோ டைரக்ஷன் இருந்துட்டு போகுது. நம்ம மாற்றணும் அப்படின்னா நம்மளுடைய என்டையர் எலக்ட்ரானிக் கான்செப்டே மாற்றணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக என்ன பண்ணால் அதை அப்படியே விட்டுட்டாங்க. அதனால தான் நம்ம ஓல்டன் டேஸில் இருந்து நம்ம இது வரைக்கும் என்ன பண்ணிட்டுருக்கோம்? கரண்ட்டுடைய டைரக்ஷன் பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ்னு நம்ம மென்ஷன் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கிறோம். பட் ஆனால் ரியாலிட்டி எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் எப்படி ஃப்ளோ ஆகும்? நெகட்டிவ்லேருந்து பாசிட்டிவ்க்கு தான் ஃப்ளோ ஆகும். தட் இஸ் அ ரீசன் ஒய் இட் இஸ் கால்டு கன்வென்ஷனல் கரண்ட். என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க? கன்வென்ஷனல். இந்த வேர்டு கன்வென்ஷனல் அப்படின்னா என்னென்னா, ஒரு விதமாக பழைய கான்செப்ட் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி அர்த்தம். ஓகேவா? பழைய கான்செப்ட் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி அர்த்தம். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் த ரீசன் இட் இஸ் கால்ட் கன்வென்ஷனல் கரண்ட். வாட் இஸ் தட்? கன்வென்ஷனல் கரண்ட். தட்ஸ் ஆல். இதனால தான் என்ன சொல்கிறோம், நம்ம கரண்ட் வந்து பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ் போச்சுன்னா எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் நெகட்டிவ்லேருந்து பாசிட்டிவ் போகும். ஸோ கரண்ட்டோட டைரக்ஷன் ஆல்வேஸ் ஆப்போசிட் டு த டைரக்ஷன் ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ். புரியுதா? இதுதான், வேறு எந்த கான்செப்ட்டுமே இல்லை, இந்த கான்செப்ட் தான். அந்த காலத்தில் அப்படி கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஸோ எலக்ட்ரான் எப்போ கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்கன்னா, புரோட்டான் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்கன்னா 1886 கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஓகே, பட் எலக்ட்ரான் எப்போ கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1897 தான் கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 10 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் தான் புரோட்டானை கண்டுபிடிச்ச 10 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் தான் என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்க? எலக்ட்ரானையே கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த 10 இயர்ஸ் கேப்பில் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க? இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் புரோட்டான்ஸ் தான் கரண்ட்னு சொல்லி அவங்க எல்லா தியரி எழுதிட்டாங்க, டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் எழுதிட்டாங்க, தென் லாஸ் எல்லாமே எழுதிட்டாங்க. இப்போது நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னாலும் நம்ம என்டையர் கான்செப்டையே சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும். அது வந்து முடியாத ஒன்று. ஓகேவா? ஈவன் இன்ஜினியரிங்லேருந்து எல்லா எலக்ட்ரானிக் சிஸ்டமும் இதை தான் பேஸ் பண்ணி இன்னமும் அவங்க ஸ்டடி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. ஓகேவா? தட்ஸ் ஆல். Isn't it? Yes. So what is the direction of electric currents are here? What is the direction of electric current? The direction of electric current is positive terminal to negative terminal, that is conventional current. But in reality, the direction of electrons flowing is negative terminal to positive terminal. So the direction of electric current is always opposite to the direction of electrons flowing. Direction of electrons flowing. That's all. That is a concept. Is it clear? So current direction positive to negative, electron direction negative to positive. That's all. Okay, that is called conventional current. What is that? That current direction is called conventional current. That's all. Is it clear? Yes, that's all, students. You don't get confusion. Okay, yes. So next one, how to get continuous electric current. Look at here. So next one, now next topic, that is how to get a continuous electric current. How to get continuous electric current, that is the next topic. Okay, what is the next topic? How to get continuous electric current. Okay, yes, look at here. Already we know what is electric current. What is electric current? The rate of flow of electric charges is called electric current. What is that? The rate of flow of electric charges is called electric current. Already we know very well. So what causes electric current? You tell me, what causes electric current? Yes, of course, that is potential difference. The potential difference causes electric current, which means the voltage. What is that? Voltage. The voltage causes electric current. If there is no voltage, note this point, if there is no voltage, there will not be electric current. There will not be electric current. So to get, note this point, to get the continuous electric current, potential difference to be maintained continuously. Am I right? Yes. To get the continuous current, potential difference to be maintained continuously. If there is no potential difference, which means if there is no voltage, there will not be current, because what causes current? Potential difference causes current. If there is no potential difference, there will not be current. Am I right? Yes. So let's start with an example. Okay, consider a simple cell. Consider a simple cell. Okay, it has two terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. Connect the simple cell with a bulb. Am I right? Yes. With a bulb. What is this? This is bulb symbol. Okay, we will see the electrical component symbols later. Okay, yes. What is it? This is a cell, a simple cell, isn't it? Yes. The simple cell produces a potential difference of 1.5 volt. How much? 1.5 volt. Okay, you might have seen this type of cell. Okay, even wall clock. This type of cell which is used in wall clock. It will be a size like this. Wall clock. The simple cell. Okay, yes. Look at here. Consider a simple cell. The simple cell has two terminals, positive terminal and this is negative terminal. Okay, yes. So this simple cell is connected along with a bulb. What is that? That is bulb. Isn't? Yes, along with the conducting wire. Along with the conducting wire. What is it? This is conducting wire. Conducting wire. Okay, look at here. So this simple cell, note this point, this simple cell produces, what is that? Potential difference. Am I right? Yes. The simple cell produces potential difference, which means generally we say that is voltage. How much? That is, you consider that is 1.5 voltage. Okay, 1.5 volt, isn't it? Yes. So due to this potential difference, what will happen? The bulb will glow. The bulb will glow. The bulb will glow. Why? Because here the positive terminal of the cell generates high potential. Here high potential, and negative terminal of the cell generates low potential. What is that? Low potential, isn't it? Yes. Due to this potential difference, note this point, due to this potential difference, the electrons, note this point, the free electrons in conducting wire and the bulb starts moving. Starts moving, which create electricity. Which creates electricity. So due to electricity, the bulb will starts glowing. The bulb will starts glowing, isn't it? Yes. Suppose, note this point, suppose if the potential difference is not there, what will happen? The bulb will not glow. The bulb will not glow. To the bulb glowing continuously, potential difference to be maintained continuously. Am I right or wrong? The potential difference to be maintained continuously across the two terminals of the bulb. Am I right? This is one terminal, that is two terminal. This is first terminal, this is the second terminal. So to get the continuous current, the potential difference to be maintained continuously. If there is no potential difference, which means if if the voltage value is 0, then current will not be there. Automatically the bulb will not glow. The bulb will not glow. Is it clear? Yes. Look at it, very very easy one, you don't get confusion. Okay, yes. So what is the conclusion, sir? Okay, what is the conclusion for this topic? How to get a continuous electric current? To get the continuous electric current, note this point, to get the continuous electric current, the potential difference to be maintained continuous across the two terminals of the bulb or any other electrical components. Any other electrical components. So when the potential difference is 0, there will not be current will not be there. Okay, because current is dependent on only potential difference. If the potential difference is not there, current will not flow, which means current will not be there. Is it clear? Yes. Note this point. Every 2 months once we have been paying electric bill. Am I right? Every 2 months once, so we are paying electric bill. Am I right? So it may be 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is. Actually, why we are paying that? Can you guess any idea why we are paying that? You may have thinking. So we are utilizing electric current which is supplied by the power station. That is the reason why we are paying. Am I right? Yes. That is of course not. That is exactly wrong one. Is it clear? Why, sir? Why that is wrong? Because the power station produces, which means the power station transmit the power, which means current. We are utilizing at our home. So for that, so we are paying electric bill. Am I right? That is of course wrong. So we are paying electric bills not for utilizing electric current. Note this point, not for utilizing the electric current. We are paying the electric bill for every 2 months one for the potential difference. Okay, look at here. The power station transmit the potential difference, which means the kind of pressure to every domestic region, which means every house. So we are utilizing the potential difference, which means voltage. Okay, so for that we are paying electric bill. Okay, for that we are paying electric bill. Okay, look at here, in every domestic, every home, electric circuit is there. In this classroom, electric circuit is there. So inside these bricks and mortar, inside the ceilings. Okay, yes, that is made up of, electric circuit is made up of conducting wire. Now this point, electric circuit is made up of conducting wire, that is copper wire. The copper wire has so many free electrons. Actually, the power station transmit the what is that? The potential difference. The power station transmit the potential difference to everyone's house. Okay, so this potential difference, which means this voltage pushes, know this point, the voltage pushes the free electrons in the circuit, due to which electric current occur. Due to which electric current occur. So all the electrical appliances working because of only the electric current. Actually, so we are receiving only the potential difference, not a current. Okay, so in India, the domestic potential difference range is 230 volt. How much? 230 volt. Is it clear? 230 volt. So when the potential difference gets stopped, what will happen? Current will not be there in our house. That is called power supply. That is called power cut. Is it clear? Yes. Shall I explain Tamil? Know this point. So நம்ம வீட்டில் நிறைய எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்சஸ்லாம் ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. எதனால ஒர்க் ஆகுது? கரண்ட்னால ஒர்க் ஆகுது. ஓகே, எல்லா எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்ஸும் எதனால ஒர்க் ஆகுது? கரண்ட்னால ஒர்க் ஆகுது. அந்த கரண்ட் எங்கேருந்து சார் வருது? நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு, ஃபேக்ட்ரிஸுக்கு, நம்மளுடைய ஏரியா ஃபுல்லாகவே கரண்ட் எங்கேருந்து வரும்னா பவர் ஸ்டேஷன்லேருந்து வரும். பவர் ஸ்டேஷன்லேருந்து அவங்க என்ன அனுப்புவாங்க? கரண்ட் அனுப்புவாங்களான்னா கரண்ட்டை அனுப்ப மாட்டாங்க. அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரெஷரை அனுப்புவாங்க. ஒயர் வழியாக என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரெஷரை அனுப்புவாங்க. ப்ரெஷர்னா என்ன, அதுதான் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்தோம். வோல்டேஜுங்கிறது என்ன, கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரெஷர். ஸோ பவர் ஸ்டேஷன்லேருந்து என்ன அனுப்புவாங்கன்னா நமக்கு ஒயர் மூலிமா இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸை அனுப்புவாங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணோம், நம்ம வீட்டில் ஆல்ரெடி ஒயர் கனெக்ஷன் பண்ணியிருப்போமா, நம்ம ரூம் ஃபுல்லாக ஒயர் கனெக்ஷன் பண்ணியிருப்போம். அந்த ரூம் ஒயர் கனெக்ஷன் என்ன இருக்கும், அது வந்து ஒரு கண்டக்டர் ஒயர். அந்த ஒயர் என்ன இருக்கும், ஃப்ரீ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? எஸ். ஸோ இந்த பவர் ஸ்டேஷனை அனுப்பக்கூடிய 230 வோல்ட் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வரும். நம்ம வீட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த ஒயர் மூலிமா என்ன வந்து 230 வோல்ட் வரும். ஆமாவா? எஸ். ஸோ இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணும், விச் மீன்ஸ் இந்த 230 வோல்டேஜ் என்ன பண்ணுன்னா நம்ம வீட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய சர்க்யூட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஃப்ரீ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ்லாம் புஷ் பண்ணும். நம்ம வீட்டில் சர்க்யூட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஃப்ரீ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ்லாம், அந்த மெட்டாலிக் ஒயரோட ஃப்ரீ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ்லாம் புஷ் பண்ணும். இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், கரண்ட்டுன்னு சொல்லுவோம். இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், கரண்ட்டுன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம 2 months ஒன்ஸ் இந்த பே பண்ண பார்த்து எலக்ட்ரிக் பில்லு, அந்த எலக்ட்ரிக் பில்லு எதுக்காக பே பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ்க்காக தான் பே பண்ணுறோம். 230 வோல்ட் அப்படிங்கிற பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸை பவர் ஸ்டேஷன்லேருந்து இந்தியாவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டுக்கும் அனுப்புகிறான். ஸோ இந்த ஒவ்வொரு வீட்லையும் என்ன பண்ணும், எலக்ட்ரிக் சர்க்யூட் ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கும், ஒயர் கனெக்ஷன் இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணுது, அந்த ஒயருக்குள்ள இருக்கக்கூடிய ஃப்ரீ எலக்ட்ரான்ஸை புஷ் பண்ணுது. அந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் தான் என்னது, கரண்ட்டு. இந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் என்னது, கரண்ட்டு. ஸோ நம்ம கரண்ட்டை யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்காக நம்ம பில் கட்டல, இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸை யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்காக மட்டும்தான் நம்ம பில்லை பே பண்ணுறோம். புரியுதா? பிகாஸ் தி பவர் ஸ்டேஷன் transmits a kind of pressure. That kind of pressure is potential difference. In India, ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டுக்குமே 230 வோல்ட் தான் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஃபேக்ட்ரிக்கு வேறு மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஃபேக்ட்ரிஸ், இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ்க்குலாம் வந்து பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கும், பிகாஸ் அங்கே கரண்ட் அதிகமாக தேவை. பட் நார்மலாக ஒரு டொமஸ்டிக் யூஸோடைய பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் வரும்னா 230. அதே வந்து ஒவ்வொரு கண்ட்ரிலையும் ஒவ்வொரு மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஒவ்வொரு கண்ட்ரிலையும் ஒவ்வொரு மாதிரி இருக்கும். புரியுதா? தட்ஸ் ஆல். Okay, so what is the conclusion here? Suppose நல்லா கவனிச்சுக்கோ, சப்போஸ் இந்த பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் வந்துட்டே இருக்கு, வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் வரது கட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோ ஆகாது, கரண்ட் கண்டிப்பாக ஃப்ளோ ஆகாது. அதான் நம்ம சொல்கிறோம் பவர் கட்டுன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஏன் பவர் கட் ஆகுது, பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் அங்கே கட் ஆகிடுச்சு. பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் 0 ஆயிடுச்சு. பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா கரண்ட் வருமா, பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா கரண்ட் வருமா, கரண்ட் கண்டிப்பாக வராது. பிகாஸ் கரண்ட் எது டிபெண்ட் ஆன் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸே இல்லைன்னா எப்படி கரண்ட் வரும், கண்டிப்பாக கரண்ட் வராது. அதான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்கிறோம், பவர் கட்டுன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஓகே, நான் டிவி பார்த்துட்டு போது சடனாக வந்து பவர் கட் ஆகுது இல்லையா, இதனால் கட் ஆகுது, அங்கே கரண்ட் கட் ஆகல, பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் கட் ஆகிடுச்சு. பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் கட் ஆகிறதுனால அங்கே கரண்ட்டும் கட் ஆகிடுச்சு, கரண்ட்டு 0 ஆயிடுச்சு. தட்ஸ் ஆல். புரியுதா? தட்ஸ் ஆல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த கன்க்ளூஷன் ஹியர்? To get, note this point, to get continuous electric current, the potential difference to be maintained continuously across the two terminals of the electric component. If potential difference is 0, which means if the voltage is 0, then the current value will be 0. Here current will not be there, because to get the continuous flow of electric current, potential difference to be maintained continuously. That's all. Okay? Yes. Very easy one. Please try to understand the concept. Yes. So next we will see circuit diagram. What is that? Circuit diagram. So next we will see circuit diagram. Circuit diagram you might have studied in your lower class. Okay, what is the symbol, a positive symbol, positive terminal, negative terminal, like that, so many things. Okay, yes. So let's get started. What is circuit diagram, sir? What is circuit diagram? That is the next question. Okay, yes. Look at here. So already we know what is electric current. The amount of charges flowing through a particular area of cross section of a conductor, that is called, in 1 second, that is called current. Okay, yes. So what causes current? The potential difference causes current. Okay, potential difference causes current. Okay, yes. You consider a single cell. You consider a simple cell. Okay, yes. A simple cell can make electrons move. Am I right? A single cell can make electrons move. Am I right or wrong? Yes, obviously, because a cell produces potential difference due to which the electrons flowing in a conducting wire in a circuit. Am I right? Yes. So there must be a conducting path. Am I right or wrong? There must be a conducting path. So this continuous conducting path of a circuit is called, what is that? Circuit diagram. That is called circuit diagram. The continuous conducting path, it consists of wire, then other electrical components. Okay, so along which electric current flows is called, what is that? Circuit. That is called circuit. Okay, so look at here. Next we will see what is that? Circuit. Okay, circuit means nothing but a continuous conducting path, consisting of wire and other electrical components along which electric current flowing, is called circuit. That is called circuit. Okay, circuit means nothing but a continuous conducting path. Know this point? This is for circuit. A continuous conducting path consisting of wire and other electrical components such as the bulb, resistance, conductors, whatever it is. Okay, it may be the fans or whatever it is. Okay, conductor is along which electric current flowing. So along which, know this point very important, along which electric current flowing is called circuit. See, in domestic, which means in everyone's house, the all electrical appliances connected by this circuit. This fan is connected by the electric circuit, the tube light is connected by the electric circuit, then the TV, refrigerators, everything. Okay, everything is connected by the circuit. Okay, yes, because circuit only is identification. Okay, in what directions the current is flowing. Okay, yes. So circuit means nothing but a continuous conducting path. Consisting of wire and the other electrical components along which electric current flowing. Okay, for example, let's get started. Consider a simple cell. Consider this simple cell. Okay, so you have two terminals, positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Positive terminal, and that is negative terminal, isn't it? Yes. So this simple cell is connected with a bulb. Okay, along with the key. Okay, look at here. This is a bulb. The bulb has two terminals. This is a positive terminal and this is negative terminal, isn't it? Yes. And this is key. Key means nothing but that is switch. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. So this is, what is this? This is cell. Am I right? Yes. This is cell. The simple cell. So this simple cell produces potential difference like 1.5 volt. This for an example. Okay, is consider the simple cell. The two terminals of the simple cell is connected with the two terminals of the bulb. Isn't it? Yes. Actually, this is a conducting wire. Along with the conducting wire. So this is conducting wire, isn't it? Yes. So this cell produces a potential difference. Due to potential difference, what will happen? Electrons will start flowing. Isn't it? Yes. So actually, the current flowing direction is positive to negative like this. Positive to negative when the switch is closed. When the switch is closed, what will happen? The electron starts flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal, then current starts flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. Okay, look at here. So there is a continuous path. There is a continuous path. Look at here. So this is continuous path to flow the electrons, which means the flow the current. Okay, so there is a continuous path. Look at here. So this is a continuous path to flow the electric current, isn't it? Yes. So this is electric circuit, or otherwise simply we say that is circuit. Okay, so the continuous conducting path, note this point, this is a continuous conducting path of wire. What wire? Conducting wire, and other electrical components. Other electrical components, what is that? Bulb is one of the electrical component, fan is one of the electrical component, refrigerator, air conditioners, all the electrical appliances one of the electrical component. Okay, along which the electric current flowing, so when the switch is closed, note this point, when the switch is closed, due to this potential difference applied by the cell, the electron starts flowing from one point to another point. Okay, through the metallic wire, electron starts flowing from one point to another point, which creates electric current. Okay, so there is a continuous path to flow the electric current. Alright, there is a continuous path to flow the electric current. That continuous path is called circuit. That continuous connecting path is called circuit, isn't it? Yes. So finally, what is a circuit? So circuit means nothing but a continuous conducting path consisting of wire and other electrical components such as the refrigerator, the air conditioners, television, fans, or whatever it is, along which electric current flows. That is called circuit. Is it clear? Yes, very easy. You don't get confused. Okay, yes. So next we are going to see some electrical components symbols, the most important electrical components symbols. Okay, look at here. Every electrical components has name. Every that is electrical component, that is a fan. Am I right? Yes. The refrigerator, fan. Then the electric bulb, that has name. Okay, then conductor, resistor, voltmeter, ammeter, every instrument has name. Okay, in circuit all the time we cannot write the electrical component name like ammeter, voltmeter, resistance, then wire and rheostat and whatever it is. All the times we cannot write their names. Okay, so for simplification, the scientists devised some electrical component symbols. Who that? Scientists devised some electrical component symbols. That is, what is that? That is symbols of some electrical components. Okay, we will see one by one. Okay, this is for our identification easily. Okay, all the time we cannot mention the electrical components name. Okay, it's in short form we can mention by its symbol. Okay, yes. So now we are going to see some electrical components symbol. Okay, yes. That is symbols for electrical components. Is it clear? Yes. We will see one by one. Okay. Cell. What is the first one? Cell. So this is a electrical symbol of cell. This is a positive terminal, negative terminal. What is it? This is cell. Okay. Yes. And second one, battery. This is a electric symbol of battery. This is what is a battery. And third one, this is wire, the straight line which denotes wire, conducting wire, not any other wire, conducting wire. Okay, yes. Then the fourth one, the switch off mode. Switch off. What is that? Switch off, which means open switch. Okay, yes. And next one, fifth one, the opposite to fourth one, that is switch on, closed switch. Switch on. Okay, yes. And sixth one, the resistor. This is very, very important symbol. Please keep in your mind. This is resistance, or we can say resistor, or resistance and resistor same. Okay, yes. And sixth one, this is wire crossing without connection. Wire crossing without connection. Wire crossing without connection. What is that? Without connection, isn't it? Yes. Next one, the eighth one, what will be there? Yes, wire with connection. Wire crossing with connection. Okay, yes. Wire crossing with connection. So these all are most familiar electrical component symbols. Please keep in your mind. Next, ninth one, this is variable resistance. Okay, or otherwise we can write like this, rheostat. So this is variable resistance. Variable resistance, or otherwise we can say rheostat. Rheostat. What is that? Rheostat, isn't it? Yes. Next, 10th one, you know that very well, the voltmeter. Voltmeter. And 11th one, that is ammeter. That is ammeter. That's all. Very easy. So this is voltmeter and this is ammeter. That is ammeter. Okay, look at here. So next we are going to see some important electrical component symbols. Some important electrical component symbols. So why do we need symbols, sir? You may ask me, why do we need symbols, sir? See, every electrical component has name. All the times, on this point, in electronic and electric field, all the time we cannot write the electrical components name. So we need some short form. That short form is the electrical component symbols that is devised by scientists. Okay, yes. The first one is cell. What is that? Cell. Cell, it has two terminals. The longer line represent positive terminal and shorter line represent negative terminal. Okay, what is that? Longer line represent positive terminal and shorter line represent negative terminal. Okay, that is cell. Next one, battery. What is that? Battery. The two or more cells combined in series which makes battery. On this point, cell, what is the cell has only one positive terminal and only one negative terminal. So when two or more cells combined in series order, note this point, in series order which makes battery. So here also longer line positive, shorter line negative, longer line positive, shorter line negative. Okay, yes, this is one cell, that is one cell. So when two or more cells combine together which makes battery. So this is a symbol of battery. Next one, the straight line which indicates wire, conducting wire. Okay, yes. Next, fourth one, this symbol is switch off mode. Switch off mode, or otherwise we can say open switch. What is that? Open switch. Open, you can say that is open key, no problem at all. Okay, this is switch off mode and this is switch on mode. Switch on mode. So there is connection, which means there is connection. That is why it is switch on mode. Next one, this is a zigzag line. That is resistance symbol. This is a resistance symbol. Please keep this symbol in your mind, because throughout this, which means in this entire lesson we will use this symbol. Keep this symbol always in your mind. Okay, yes. Next one, this is, look at here, there is no connection. This line is actually crossing without connection. Next one, here this wire is crossing with connection, because there is connection like this. Next one, and ninth one is a variable resistance. Okay, this arrow mark which indicate this is resistance. This is a resistance symbol, but this arrow mark indicate that is a variable resistance. What is that? Variable resistance. This variable resistance is also known as a rheostat. What is this? This is a rheostat symbol. Okay, we will use in Ohm's law. This symbol we will use in Ohm's law. Okay, keep this symbol in your mind. Ohm's law. See, actually the rheostat which is used to regulate the current value in circuit without changing the voltage. Without changing the voltage, we will see later, you don't get confusion. Okay, the rheostat which is used to regulate the current value without changing the voltage in electric circuit. Okay, keep this point in your mind. Next, this is a voltmeter symbol. It has two terminals, positive terminal, negative terminal. The voltmeter is denoted by the letter V. Then this is ammeter. So voltmeter which is used to what? Voltmeter which is used to find out the voltage value, which means potential difference value across the two terminals of the electric components. Alright, yeah, it is. Next one, ammeter. Ammeter is denoted by letter A. Ammeter is a device which is used to measure current value. Is it clear? Yes. So these voltmeters are always connected in parallel to the conductor or parallel to the any other electric appliance where the potential difference to be calculated. Next, the ammeter is a device which is always connected in series to measure the current level. Is it clear? Yes, that's all. So that's all, students. So that's all about this electric components symbols. Okay, yes. So I hope this class will be very useful for you. In this class we have discussed so many things. First of all, we have discussed the direction of electric current. Then after that we have discussed how to get the continuous flow of electric current. Then next one is electric circuit, and last one the symbol for the some electrical components. Is it clear? Yes. So this class getting over. I hope this class will be very useful for you. So if you have any doubt, please note in your classbook, note in your textbook. So whenever you come to school, you come and meet me, I'll clarify your doubt. I'm always ready for you. Okay, yes. So summarize what we have seen in this class, video class. Actually, in this video class, we have seen the direction of electric current. This is very, very important one. The direction of electric current is always opposite to the direction of electrons. If the electron flows negative terminal to positive terminal, current always flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. Why, sir? Why? Because that controversy. Okay, because the scientists thought that only the flow of proton is called current. They formed the all laws and documents, then theories which is based on the flow of protons. Okay, so still we have been following that. Okay, yes. Because if we change that, the electronic system should be changed. There is no way. Okay, that is the reason why we have been following like that. Okay, students, yes. So the current direction is always opposite to the electron direction. Is that clear? It's very easy one. Then how to get the continuous flow of electric current? To get the continuous flow of electric current, the potential difference to be maintained continuously. If potential difference is not there, current will not be there, because current is dependent on only potential difference, isn't it? Yes, next one. So what is a circuit diagram? Circuit diagram means nothing but the continuous conducting path. What is that? The continuous conducting path consists of a wire or any other electrical appliances in which electrons flowing, which means in which current flowing, that is called circuit. Okay, then the diagram means nothing but the diagram which indicates how the electrical components have been connected by the symbols, that is called circuit diagram. Okay, students, yes, very easy one. Be safe at home, because nowadays the COVID-19 is spreading more and more, so be safe at home. Okay, remaining we will see in next video class. Thank you, students.